Hello everyone, in today's video tutorial we are continuing with our Colibri learning platform. In this tutorial we are going to look at how we can create, upload our own resources on Colibri and then get these resources of ours downloaded and installed on our local offline installed Colibri platform. So to do all these things we need to visit what we call the Colibri Studio. So on our browser tab we shall type Colibri Studio. Since I already have it here, I'll click on it and wait for Studio to for the various websites to be loaded. Now when they are loaded, we shall select this first option of Colibri Studio where we see this web address https://studio.learningequality.org. This is the only site where we can go on and upload our own resources and then download these resources and get them installed on our Colibri platform. Why upload on Colibri Studio? Colibri will first of all curate or organize your data and then change it in a format, in such a format that you can easily get that data of yours installed on the offline platform. Then another reason is that from this Colibri Studio you will have these resources spread to other people, because with Colibri Studio, Colibri as a platform, it is where people can share resources. So we want today to have our resource installed on our offline Colibri, which is on our local computer. So we click on Colibri Studio and we let it to load up. So as it is loading up, we shall try to wait. Then when it loads up, you will see this kind of screen and it will tell you it is Colibri Studio, which is not the case with the offline installed version. So from this screen we can see it asks for email, then password. This implies that for you to work with Colibri Studio or to upload your resources on Colibri Studio, you must have created an account with Colibri Studio, that is learningequality.org. If you don't have an account, you can just go ahead and create one with them. There are just a few steps that you can follow to create an account. That is, if you have your intention of making sure that your own data which you have created can get installed on that offline Colibri e-learning platform that you have on your PC. Or else you can go ahead and explore without an account. That is, if you do not have any intention of getting your resources installed on that offline Colibri on your PC. But since we have that intention, I will just log in. So for those who do not have account and you're watching this tutorial, please tap on this create an account button, then you follow those few steps that you will find there. So let us log in. So I will put my email address, then I go ahead and put my password and click on the sign in button to get signed in on my account. So when you click on the sign in button, you can wait for Colibri to load and then you get signed in, as we can see from the tab up. So when you sign in and you have a new account with the Colibri Studio, this is the very same interface that you will see on the screen that you are going to see. Now from this screen we can see there are no channels found. This implies that I do not have any channel with Colibri Studio. It is from this channel that your resources that you have on your computer will be put. So the channel will help you to organize your resources. Before we can go into creating a new channel, here we can see we have some tabs like the study tab, where they're showing us we have no channels found. View only tab, what is under the view only tab, as we can see it is loading. Let's try to wait and see. There is nothing like a channel there. Then under content library, this is where you'll find some other organizations or people's channels, and we can see there are around 120 results found. So these are the different channels from other organizations and individuals. You can try to check out and see those different channels. Under collections, since we haven't created any channel, I don't believe that we have any collections here as well. So these are the few tabs that you can also try to check out if you're following this video tutorial. Besides these tabs, we shall go to this menu bar. So I'll click on the menu bar. From the menu bar we can see the channel tab. We have the settings, help and support, sign out. So if you're done with whatever you're doing, you can click on the sign out, then you sign out of your account so that it remains safe. So we had clicked on the collections tab. Here we can see you can package together multiple channels to create a collection, and we do not have any channel created, so at the moment we don't have them, but we can go ahead and get those channels imported to Colibri if we want to do so. When you log onto your Colibri Studio account, on this top right corner you will have your profile there with your name, where you can see the settings. You can decide to change language. You can try to get help and support from the Learning Equality team. You can also sign out from here. So let's go back to channels and we get started with our data upload. So we shall now go to the new channel button, so that first of all we create a channel from where we shall have our contents uploaded. So we click on new channel button. Then here you'll have this interface. So from here you can decide to give your channel an image if you want to give it an image by clicking on this area or on this button. Then below here we give our channel details, starting with channel name. So here I'm going to give my channel name as ICT video lessons as my channel name. So in this case, if you are also organizing maybe for your school, it is okay, you can give the name of the school. It depends on the kind of contents you are creating. So after putting the channel name, you have to select the language to be used in that channel. So I have to look for English. There are several languages as we can see from the screen, so we select English, and then we give a brief description of what this channel is all about. So I can say this channel contains channel contains video tutorials about application programs. So this is a simple description I can put there. If you want to go ahead and specify, you can say such as MS Excel, MS PowerPoint. So I can still go ahead and edit these spellings as I want them. Now from there we are done with putting the description for our channel. Here we have to look at the default copyright settings for new resources. These are optional, but I think it is important for us to go ahead and fill in these details. At this point we need to really take some serious precautions. The contents that we are going to upload on Colibri Studio, we really must be having copyright for those resources. Avoid uploading people's resources on Colibri Studio because that may make your channel or your account to be deleted. So author, I'm going to put Ogwal, so is the author of all these resources or the new resources that shall be uploaded here. Provider can be an organization. You are free to put an aggregator. I'll leave them just blank. Copyright holder, who is responsible for those resources, I can put Ogwal Isaac, because I'm the one who is going to upload those resources. So you put there your details. Then there are several license types, so we have to select the license. Here for me, I like working with all rights reserved so that they do not go ahead and alter any of my resources. If it is public domain, you can also put public domain. Special permissions you can also put. So for me, I will go with all rights reserved. Then we have this point where we are seeing thumbnails that will be automatically generated for the following resource types. Those include videos, audios, HTML5 apps, documents. So whenever you upload these resources, you'll always get an automatic thumbnail generated for them. And on top of that, these are the different resources that you can upload on Colibri Studio and get them downloaded and installed on your offline Kolibri software. So for that case we are done. But if you don't need these thumbnails to be generated, you can uncheck all these options. Now we are done with filling in the details of our channel. So the next point is to click on the create button so that we have our channel created. So you click on the create button, so we can see Colibri Studio loading. There you wait for it to load, and then we shall go to the next step. So after loading, this is the screen that we shall also be taken to. On the top left corner here we see the name of our channel, that is ICT video lessons. That is the name of the channel. Then besides the name of the channel, we have this button to view channel details if you want to go back and view. Then we have this button to edit channel details if you feel there is something you left you unfilled, then you can still click on this and then you have that detail also added there. Then in the center of the screen we see click add to start building your channel. So as you're going to start building your channel, you'll be creating, uploading and importing resources from other channels, but for us we want to get these resources directly from our computers. So we shall not import, we shall upload. We already have the created resources. Maybe for the case of resources, if it comes to the files, or call them document resources, you need to have them in PDF formats. That will be nice for upload. So the click add, this is the add button which this instruction is telling us. So we can click there and we see some other options. We have the first option, which is new topic. New topic, to me, I always summarize it to be like a folder. So a new topic helps you to organize the different types of contents that you are uploading on Colibri Studio. For instance, our channel is talking about this ICT video tutorial, and one of the kind of data I'm going to be uploading is Excel and PowerPoint. So I can create new topic and call that Excel. So that will be like a folder for only Excel related resources. Then PowerPoint, I create a new topic for PowerPoint, and I know that all contents in PowerPoint will be related to PowerPoint. Then you have this point of upload files. Yes, you are done with creating topics or creating your channel. You can just go on and upload those files. So this upload file helps you to browse your computer and you access that file that is stored on your hard disk. You can also create some new exercises with this button, or you can decide and import from other channels. If you want other resources from other channels, you can now import them from here. Let's start with new topic. So I'll click on the new topic button, and then we wait for that also to get loaded up. And here we have our screen. So from this screen you have to fill in the basic information. Title, we shall have MS PowerPoint videos, so we can put MS PowerPoint. Then give a description of what is contained in that topic or in that folder for that case. So I can say this contains all PowerPoint resources. Then tags help us in searching for these resources. So if someone types, for example, PowerPoint, should be able to find the resources about PowerPoint. So after typing a tag, you press on the enter button. Or we can say if someone types PowerPoint videos, this person should be able to access them very fast from this topic. Then we have thumbnail. If you feel you need to get a thumbnail for this new topic that you're creating, you can also upload that particular video as well. Then audience language. The audience language, here they're saying we can leave it blank and it will pick the very language that we set when we are creating our channel. But if you feel like putting that language, click in this field, then look for that language, and that will be definitely English. Select it. So when you're done with setting or putting those basic information about this new topic, which is MS PowerPoint, on the bottom right corner click on the finish button. So when you click on the finish button, here you will have the topic created. So in this case, let us first of all see how can we now get this resource uploaded in case we have that resource on our computer. So we want to upload a PowerPoint resource in this topic. So I will click on that, then it opens. On top here it will show you the topic name or the folder name. It is found in this channel known as ICT videos, but nothing is in this topic yet. Our next step is to ensure that we add something in this channel, in this topic. So we shall go to the add button, we click there, then from the add button this time we shall work with the upload file, because we want to upload a file onto this new topic that we have created. So we click on upload files. So when you click on the upload files, this is the screen that you should be able to see. From this screen we are uploading to MS PowerPoint, and there are two ways to do that. One is to drag and drop that file or files in this area, or we can select the files manually with the help of this select files button. Below here they are showing us the different file types that are supported: MP3, PDF, EPUB, MP4, WebM, zipped files. So we have to really make sure that whatever we are going to upload are supported as indicated just below here. So let's browse by clicking on the select files button. Then at this point you're going to locate where that file is, or those files are, or the zipped folder is. So in this case I have mine on the desktop. So I'll come to this folder, I double click to open. Since we want to upload a PowerPoint, yes, PowerPoint resource, so I will look for PowerPoint and then select this file and click on the open button. So when we click on the open button, we now expect the file to start loading up. So as we can see from our screen, this is the same screen that you should see as you're doing or going through that same process. They will show you the progress of upload, and they will indicate to you that what you're uploading is a video. Preview file, this is the name of the file. It is 48 MBs. So far 3 MBs uploaded. So in this case you wait for the entire video to get uploaded. So far we can see we have 45 MBs loaded of this video. So I also think the speed with which a video will get uploaded will depend on how fast your internet is and how big the resource you're uploading is. So at the moment we have 48 MBs of 48 uploaded, and we expect to have a preview of that video just from here. As we can see that now that video preview is getting loaded. That is the thumbnail that we looked at when we were setting up our channel. So this is what happened. So from this point, when you are done with that, you can give a brief description of this video as well, so that you can talk about this video is about the PowerPoint window and its features. So you try to describe what the video is all about. You can put the tags as well. If you want, you can put the thumbnail for that video. Then here you can set the language, or you leave that language course they will just pick the language we set during the process of setting the channel name. And this point is very important, visible to who? I think the content should be visible to everyone, that is the learners and the coaches. So if we restrict it to coaches, then the learners will not be able to view. Then source, who is the author of that resource? The author will be picked automatically, if you can recall, when you are setting the author and the copyright related issues. So those information gets picked automatically, as we can see from our screen here. So when we are done with uploading, then we come just to the bottom right corner and click on the finish button, and that video will be added inside this particular topic that you created. So assuming you want to go ahead and create another topic, say this time let's have a look at a file, though our channel is talking about video. So let's look at a file. Someone may be having a file and he or she wants to get this file uploaded. So how can you do that? So I want this file to be in a new topic, so I will create a new topic for that file, and I call it documents. So here I give a description. This topic contains all application notes, for instance. Then you can give the tag, you can give the thumbnail, you can give the language. So that is what I want. Then I will click on the finish button and we shall have this topic created. Our next step is now to upload that file onto this topic. Click the topic and then we shall go to add button and we click on the upload file. We shall be taken to this screen, so we select this button for select files and go to that folder of yours. So this is where I want to get that file from, and the file is a PDF one. Select it and go to the open button, and that file will be loaded. Because it is small, the upload is very fast, as you can see from my screen. So here they will show it is a document, and up here they will show you it is a document. The size of the file will also be indicated as well. Go ahead and give the description for that file. So you give the description. This is a file, say for PowerPoint. Give that description, and then you go and give a tag and thumbnail if you want. Set the language if you want, but even if you don't set it, will be picked automatically. We shall have the same view of the options that we already talked about. Click on the finish button. The file will be added into the document folder, which is inside this document as well. So this one is inside PowerPoint. Now we want to have another document, another topic created outside this. So we click on this very option for ICT. Then we create a new topic outside. So we expect now this topic to be outside and or in the channel, but not in a topic which is already created. So this will be for MS Excel. So we put MS Excel. We give the description, contains all MS Excel tutorials. Give the tag, which I will not do. Give the thumbnail, set the language, and then click the finish button. So right now we can see we have here PowerPoint and we have Excel, but in Excel we don't have any content. If you want to go ahead and put the content, you just go to this button and click, and it will be added there. Now here we are done with creating our channel, creating the topics, uploading our contents which we have from our own computers. Now what next? Now to make this these contents or this channel be available for importing onto Colibri, we have to go ahead and publish. So you come and click on the publish button. Now when you click on the publish button, this screen this message will pop up, and from this message you can give a version of the contents you're creating. I can say this is our new version or first version or anything. Then after typing, click on the publish. Why are we publishing? We want our channel plus its resources to be available for importation onto our Colibri. So we click on publish. So here it will show you the channel is getting published. When it is done, then come and click on refresh button. So when you click on the refresh button, Colibri will reload or refresh again. We have our next step. Let's have a look at the channel tab now. So we shall go to channels, and from the channels we expect to find there our channel which we created. We didn't have this channel at the beginning. Right now they're telling us we have 2 resources and they're in English language. Here is the description of the channel that we made. Now you can click and see what is inside your channel. You realize that these are the 2 different folders or topics that we created. How do I get these resources is what most of us are waiting for. So to get these resources installed on our computer, we now go just besides the publish button, we click on these 3 dots. So when you click, you will see a number of options. One of the options is to get token. Now a token helps us to import the resources from a given channel. So a token has just some text which you can use to help you import the resources from a channel that you want some resources from. You can share your channel, you can synchronize resources, you can open trash and see what is in the trash, or you can delete the channel if you don't want that channel. Our interest is now on getting our channel resources installed on our Colibri, which is offline. So what we are going to do is to click on get token. This token can as well be given to other people whom you feel should get your resources. So for us, we want to import our resources now, and we have them on our offline installed Colibri. So we click on get token, then this message will pop up. Now from this message, you are going to copy this information that you see on the screen. Now what we do is to click on these buttons, and below here they will show you token copied. So when the token is copied, then click on the close button. That very token is the one you will use. You can write it on paper or copy it and then just paste it the way it is. Then one more thing that I forgot to talk about is that after you have published your channel, you will always receive an email on your the email account that you used to create that account with on Colibri Studio. So that email, once received on your email account, it will be indicating that it is coming from Colibri Studio. Let's have a look at this email of mine. After publishing, I'll refresh. In that same email, you are in position to have access to that token. So you can see Colibri Studio. Here you click. Here they're showing you Colibri Studio channel published. So you can as well have that token from this message. They will greet you and they indicate the channel which has finished publishing, and the channel name is ICT Video Lessons. So they go ahead and say here is the channel token for importing it into Colibri. Here is the same token that we copied. So it is from here that you can as well copy this token and then now go to that offline platform. Follow the same procedures that we followed when we are importing from the flash or from external storage. So our resources are already published. We are ready to access. Let's go and first of all sign out from our account. So we go to this more menu option and we click on sign out. Don't leave your account signed in for security purposes. So here we are signed out. Now our next step is to open our offline installed Colibri. So we go to our offline installed Colibri, double click to open it and let it load. So I'll double click on it and wait for it to load. So once it gets loaded, this is the screen that you're going to see. So from this screen you have to again sign in. You have to recall the username that you used. So let me put in my username. I click the next and put the password. Remember, your Colibri Studio account is totally different from this offline installed Colibri account, so do not mix them up. With the Colibri Studio you're going to use email, but with this offline you're going to use username. So I will not save these details. I will say don't save. Now when this opens, it will open from the device tab. Here we have channels. So from here our point is to import our resources which are on Colibri Studio. So to do that we shall go direct to the import button. We click. Since we have our resources on the studio, we shall leave this selected and then we go to continue. Before we click on the continue button, when we are working with Colibri Studio, you must be having internet connections. We do not need internet connections only when we are working with the installed version of Colibri on our computer. When we are importing from Colibri Studio, we still need to have internet connection. So all these steps we are using internet. So we click the continue button so that we import from the Colibri Studio with the help of the other token that we obtained or that we copied. Now that we have resources already loaded up from the Colibri Studio, our next step is to click on import with token. So we click on import with token. So the token that you copied is what you will type here, or just right click and paste that token. Don't edit the token. After you have pasted the token, click on the continue button. So when you click on the continue button, here Colibri will show you that the channel listings are getting generated. When they are done with generating the channel listing, you will have a view of the detail or the name of the channel from where you are importing these resources. So that is the very channel that we created from Colibri Studio. Then here they will show you how big the resources are plus how many resources are on that particular channel. So if we need all the resources, we just click on select all. We are not seeing for Excel because we do not have any, we did not put any resource within that folder for Excel. So we click on the select all checkbox and then we click on import. Before we click on import, below here they will also show you how many resources and how big are they. So let's click on import to get our resources imported from Colibri Studio onto our offline installed Colibri, which is locally available on our computer. So at this point they will show you that there are some tasks in progress, and the task is importing of resources from ICT video lessons which we created. How many resources? Those are 2 resources. How big are the resources? 48 MB. Started by who? Started by this person. For you to import these resources, we should take note of this. As you're logging in or signing in on your offline installed Colibri, you have to sign in or log in as either an administrator or a super admin. If you sign in as a learner, you will not be able to import these resources. Those rights are reserved only for the admins and the super admins. So we have to take note of that as well. So when resources are imported on our offline Colibri, we shall have this kind of screen. This area we can just click on clear completed, and then we have this. Now we can go back to our channels. So let's click on the back to channel button or link, and we are taken back here. So at this moment you can now have access to those resources without any need for internet. So if we go to our channel by clicking on the Learn tab and we go to our channels, we shall see these are the resources that have been on this offline platform. The one that we created is this one. It was known as ICT video lesson. So when we click on it, inside we shall see PowerPoint. If we go on and click on PowerPoint, you realize that we had imported, or we had uploaded on one video and then created one document whose file name was known as test. So that is how simple it is to come up or to have your own resources created by you installed on your offline Colibri on your PC. I hope you found this video tutorial helpful to you. Let's build our e-learning libraries in our school.